What is going on, everybody? Philip here from the Figure Bros, bringing you guys a brand new review and actually bringing you guys a brand new lineup to the Figure Bros channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AEW Unrivaled Supreme Collection. This is a Walmart exclusive, and I am so happy to kick off my collection with my favorite wrestler of all time, the legend, the icon, Sting. I know with him officially being retired from wrestling, I saw this on the shelf and I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to start collecting some AEW and WWE superstars and start building up my collection. So a better way to kick off my collection than with my personal favorite wrestler outside of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the icon Sting himself. I am very excited to get into this review. I grew up in the 90s, so I am a big wrestling fan, and I figure what better way, again, to kick off my collection than with one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So I am very excited to get him out of the packaging. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get him out. But before we do that, actually, please do me the big favor right now. While I have your attention, hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell so you guys never miss when Jared or I drop a video. Now, let's go ahead and get him out of the packaging and take a look at articulation first. All right, now we got him out of the package. Let's go ahead and take a look at articulation first. Go ahead and raise the camera up just a little bit. So there we go. Starting with the head, we get some looking about down. Really no movement up. Kind of the hair just kind of stops him from looking up. So pretty much nothing looking up. Side to side, we really don't get a whole lot. He kind of like does like this little bit of a twist and pivot. So it does do a 360. It's like a ball joint, but it also looks like there is a hinge right underneath. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but we can probably just pop it right off. Yep, so there you go. So we get a ball joint with the hinge. Head pops off pretty smoothly, so that's nice there. Moving over to the arms. Arms are actually well done, so we get a ball joint, and then you guys can see there's the butterfly joint, so we can pretty much do whatever you want, which is awesome too for a wrestler. Double jointed elbows, really nice there. We actually get the bicep cut inside there, so pretty well done. No hinges for the arms whatsoever. They kind of just stay the way they are. A little bit of a missed opportunity there, so that's not a big deal though. Moving over to the abs. He can look down about that much. He can look back about that much, so that's really good too, because that can give him his iconic woo pose. So I really do like that we can able to get that. Moving down to the legs, he can do almost a full set of splits, so not bad there. Double jointed knees where you can go and kick out about that much, so not bad there. The leg can kick out about that much, and it can go back about that much. I would like to see his leg kick out a little bit more, especially for like a stomp or something like that, you know, people that want to pose. That's kind of a missed opportunity there. And then we do get a thigh cut, which is not bad at all. All in all, pretty good for articulation. Pretty much you can get just about anything you want. Ankles, there's really nothing to really talk about, but we do get a toe hinge, which is also nice too. Go ahead and show that off while I can. A really nice toe hinge. It can go back and front quite a bit. So not bad there. I do wish there was a little bit more of an ankle rocker, but oh well, what are you gonna do about that? As far as look and design goes, I mean, listen, this is actually a pretty good looking like face sculpt of Sting, especially in his later years. The proportion of his body though is a little bit weird. Like you guys can see like that chest, right? Like his chest is wide, but his waist is small, and then this looks a little bit bigger too. So it's almost like we got three different proportion sizes there. Even going over to like just the shoulders alone, right? Like it looks like his shoulders should have been a little bit bigger for this body. Just a little bit, but not by much. I get it because he's in his older years. Maybe that's what they want to do, just a little more accurate to him. But I felt like they could have just maybe, you know, made the proportion size just a little bit bigger. I do get to with this diaphragm joint why they went with that proportion size. It's kind of like those diapers on some of those like Spawn, McFarlane Spawn figures kind of have that too. But you know, again, it's not a big deal. From a distance, you don't really notice it, but up close, you kind of do, especially when you're doing stuff like this. Like, you know, you got all the views for the cameras. The Scorpion logo looks pretty good. Of course, though, because of the diaphragm joint, stuff like that, we get a little bit of like some gappage even on the design itself. But all in all, it is pretty good. I do like even like down to the boots. Like they even took the time to actually paint those. So shades and stuff like that, pretty good. As far as the paint applying goes, pretty good. I even like this head sculpt too because of the paint that's kind of wearing off, right? Like halfway through a Sting match, you know, the paint would always be disappearing. So I kind of like that they went with that. You can see on the side of the cheeks right here, it's all missing. Some people might think that's actually quality control issues if you don't know wrestling. Then maybe that, you know, maybe that's why you would think that, but nope, that's pretty accurate for like when Sting wrestles because his paint's always just washing right off halfway through a match, usually within the first like 15-20 minutes. So looking design, pretty good there. Let's move on to the accessories, because we actually get a good amount of accessories too. First off, with the alternative head, I absolutely love this alternative head, and I like that too. These ones are fully painted, specifically even this one too. This looks like the one where he teamed up with Darby Allin, so really nice there. You can see like the stitching on the lips and stuff like that. It's really good. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up or not, if you guys can see it, but it's well done. The paint apply is really good. Other accessories that we do get, we actually get some other wrestling gear from when he was with AEW. These are the shirts that you would have been able to purchase, stuff like that. So he actually has some AEW gear. We get a short sleeve and a long sleeve with the Sting and the Scorpion. I love that. Absolutely fantastic. His actual like leather coat, by the way, really good, like really good material, by the way. Like whoever designed and made this material and the stitching stuff like that, high quality pleather. Also too, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up or not. I think you guys can be able to see that. You can see like the actual cross etchings inside his leather coat. That is excellent craftsmanship, and that's excellent detail, by the way. Like huge extra points for that one right there. Love it. Even the gold trimming, if you were to like, you know, button it up and everything, it even matches. So it's well done, and they got the red Scorpion logo on the back as well. I absolutely love that they did that. Hands, we actually got some extra set of hands. We get these ones right here for his wrestling hands. So really nice open palms. I actually like too that the Scorpion's even painted on there. Pretty good detail in there. And then of course we get 2 fist hands too, because you know, wouldn't be wrestling without some closed fist hands. Nice there. And of course, Sting's weapon of choice, always the iconic black bat. I love that they put this in there, because of course they kind of had to, right? Because it wouldn't be Sting without his black bat. Very good there. All of this is well done. You get a lot of accessories here for this figure. And last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about price for a little bit. MSRP is $40. So $40, you get a lot of stuff. So for 40 bucks, obviously you get a full figure, 2 sets of heads, 2 sets of hands, 2 different sets of gear to put on him, and of course, his leather coat with his bat. I think that's actually really good for 40 bucks. I actually have almost no complaints about that price whatsoever. Do I think it could be $5 cheaper at $34.99 and that would be the perfect MSRP that we would absolutely not complain about? Yeah, sure, but am I gonna ding them for $5 less for this? Honestly, no. For 35 bucks, I mean, SH Figuarts comes with a faceplate and a set of hands. At least this one, for 40 bucks, you get 2 different heads, 2 different sets of hands, a bat, you know, the leather coat, plus his extra sets of gears and shirts and stuff like that. All of that, I think, is really good for the MSRP of $40. For the final verdict score, if you want to see how I fully broke it down, head on over to my Instagram channel, FigureBros_official. Link will be below in the description box. Final verdict score for this Sting, I gave it a 92 out of 100, guys. I think this is an A grade, honestly. 40 bucks, like I mentioned. You're getting a full figure that is pretty well articulated, pretty good detail, but not to mention you're getting all of these accessories with the nice pleather coat, 2 extra shirts. Again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record and going over these things. 2 sets of heads, 2 sets of hands, and of course his black bat. I've seen figures for more than that come with a whole lot less. I think this is definitely a must-have. If you're a wrestling fan, this is a great figure to have and to add to your collection. Again, with Sting being retired, well-articulated figure, comes with a lot of gear. The only thing I wish that it did came with was maybe one more alternative head with his red face painted. That would have been really cool. Doing the whole wolf pack thing would have been really cool to kind of just slip that in there. But again, I'm not going to complain about that because he didn't do that in AEW. That was more of a WCW thing. So again, I get it why they just sticked with all the AEW stuff in here. With all that being said, I think this is definitely worthy of a 92, worthy of that A grade. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Please hit that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time.